What's up, Mr. DeMille? Okay, so this is John, and I'm here today with Nick Ferreira, who purchased my course. And Nick, tell everybody where you're from.
Okay, my name is Nick, as John said. I come from Toronto, Canada, and I'm 36 years old. And basically, I met John through his course, and it's just been a great, over the last 8 years we've kept in contact. So it's been really, really good.
Okay, good. So a lot of people are probably wondering, like, why Brazil? I mean, there are a lot of places you could go in the world, a lot of places you could teach English. So think back, what was it about Brazil that really interested you?
So I knew a little bit about Brazil even before I came the first time, but I found that the people very friendly, and even in Toronto they have a lot of Brazilians living there. So I kind of knew I had some, experience with knowing some of them, and learning more about the country. I found it was worthwhile to come and check it out, and I know the weather is a big part of it. So that's huge for me, coming from a country where it's freezing. So for me, and that's the way basically I was deciding on coming to Brazil for the first time. I didn't know really what to expect.
And so you decided on Brazil, and you thought that teaching English here would be a good way to kind of pay for your visit?
Yeah, actually, it never occurred to me. I mean, as a native speaker of English, I just thought, oh, how could I make a living there, or at least, to be able to stay there and support myself. But after I started getting into it and teaching, and especially at the schools and then doing individuals, I found it to be really rewarding. And I mean, you'd have a lot of free time, which was good. So you're doing something that turned out to be a lot of fun. And in the end, you have time and you still have money in your pocket, and you can go and enjoy the beaches if you like.
That's a good point. For those of you out there who want to come down here and enjoy Brazil, you really only have to work about 20 hours a week to support yourself here, and so that leaves you a lot of time to go out and explore. So when you arrived down here, Nick, what was it like? How was the process for people who are thinking about coming here? What could they expect when they arrived?
Right, so when I first came here many years ago, we needed a visa. Canadians and Americans, I believe, needed a visa then, which is, it's not that difficult to get one. So for me, it took maybe 2 weeks to send your passport and all that stuff. But now there's no visa for Americans, Canadians, and many other English-speaking countries. So and European countries. But I took the plunge with getting a visa, and I get here and I found that it was a very fun city. The people are very warm and welcoming, and it's been great since I'm glad I came.
Yeah, I also started teaching in Rio. By the way, today we're in São Paulo at Ibirapuera Park. I neglected to mention it's a huge park and a great place to come on the weekends. But I also started in Rio. I sort of figured that it would provide a balance, that there'd be a lot of work and also a lot of fun, and that proved to be true.
Yeah, definitely. I found that too. I think the schools are not demanding. The first job I had was at a school called CAA. I think they teach English and Spanish there, but getting a job was so fast. And I mean, I searched. It took maybe about 1 or 2 weeks to sort of get bites on opportunities to work in schools. And I was, out of maybe 15 to 20 applicants, I was chosen as number 3, so 2 Brazilians plus myself, which was incredible.
Yeah, I had a similar experience. I came to Rio, and the first week I did interviews. I was teaching the second week. So there's definitely work here. There's no, if you're worried about will there be work, there is work. And I've been here for years, and I found whether the economy is good, whether the economy is bad, there is always a need for English teachers here.
That's true. So for me, it was an experience of a lifetime. I recommend anybody who's interested, take the plunge. If you don't have anything to lose, definitely try it out.
And let's talk about some of the things that we like about Brazil.
Yeah,
there are a lot of things lots to like here. Maybe you can tell a little bit here. The nature, I think, was what really hooked me. And there's so many beautiful things here. When you were here last, you went to Falls de Iguaçu, the waterfalls there.
Yep.
And you're from Canada. I'm sure you've seen Niagara.
Yeah, Niagara. Though it's beautiful, it doesn't have anything on Iguaçu Falls.
Nothing.
That was an incredible experience. I highly recommend that, and I'm not just saying that, but I felt it was an incredible experience. The nature, like as you said, is incredible. And
The beaches here, we've got what, 4,000 miles of coastline here,
Yeah,
so
the-
few beaches here.
yeah, the Atlantic Ocean, they got pretty much it's in their backyard, you know, so it's fantastic.
So there's the nature, the people, like you mentioned, I think already, the people here are very friendly, very welcoming. If you saw any coverage of the World Cup Games 2014, the Olympic Games 2016, you heard that over and over again. People were talking about how receptive the Brazilians are. So I think that's a really good point here. And we were having a beer a little bit earlier just to kind of unwind before doing the filming here. And one of the things that, as an American, I love about Brazil is you can walk around just about anywhere with a beer.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Actually, in Canada, you're not allowed to do that. As some viewers may have visited Canada or the U.S., you can't walk around; it's illegal. But here, you know, it's not illegal, and nobody's gonna even look twice at you, and it's just so relaxed.
It's relaxed. It's relaxed here.
Yeah.
Food. Talk about the food.
Oh, the food. I mean, if you're a meat eater and you like barbecues, I think this is the place for you. It's the one thing that I found is I wasn't sure. I've never really been. I never had the experience of trying Brazilian cuisine until I first got here, which was actually back in 2012. So, but it's amazing. Depending on certain locations, it's very reasonably priced, and you end up getting a whole amount of food that you're thinking this is not for one person.
Yeah, you can get a whole prato feito, which is the plate of the day, for, depending on where you go, $4 or $5. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of food, and that'll be the rice, the beans, the meat, the salad, and everything. Very, very cheap. So there's a lot to really to like about Brazil. A lot of activities here, a lot of free and inexpensive activities.
Oh,
you know?
definitely. I mean, in this park alone, you can actually download an application on your phone, and then use a bicycle around, and then end up leaving it at some other place. And this park is huge, so you don't want to be walking. I mean, maybe the whole day.
Yeah.
So you can get a bike. They have scooters, as we saw over there.
Yeah, if you're a sporty person, this is a great country for you. You know.
Yeah, I mean, look just behind us. There's a game of soccer going on right there. So, and it's a beautiful day today. So. It's definitely for you if you're a sports lover.
Yeah, I mean, there really are a lot of things to love about Brazil. I think it gets kind of a bad rap sometimes, because of violence and so forth. And I don't want to pretend there is no violence here, but it's not like it's everywhere all the time. It's really very localized. So if you're smart and you just stay away from the rough areas, you really shouldn't expect any problems. I've been living here for 12 years, folks, and I have never been robbed or assaulted here. So it's just like traveling anywhere, really. I think you just have to, keep your head about you, right?
Yeah, this is my 5th time now in Brazil, and I mean, I lived here once in Rio de Janeiro, but this will be my 4th time visiting. I've never even had that sensation of, something might happen. You just sort of have to be smart, like John said. You'll meet new friends, and they'll want to take you here and there. As we talked about, the people are very warm and welcoming. You'll end up being invited to barbecues and outings, and